Hey guys, this is Simran and welcome back to Food Utopia. Today we will be making homemade white bread. This is really easy to make because it only requires a few ingredients. Although it takes some time to make it, the result turns out amazing. So without further ado, let's get baking. To make this white bread, we will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 7 grams of instant yeast, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of oil. First, you will take a loaf pan and you can grease it with oil or butter. Make sure to spread it all around the pan so that the dough does not stick to it once it is baked. You will take a large bowl and add in the flour, the sugar, and the salt. You will also add in the yeast. And then you will give this a mix. You will take a small pot on medium heat and add in the milk, and the oil. You will give these two a good mix and wait for them to get heated. You do not want to warm the milk and the oil in a microwave because you will not know if it could burn or curdle. If you do not have a stove that is available and you have to do it in a microwave, make sure to do it in intervals at around 15 seconds each. You know when the milk and the oil are heated enough when you give them a little touch, and they should not be too hot. They should be warm, but not lukewarm. Once the liquid mixture has been heated, we will slowly start adding it in to the dry ingredient mixture. So add in a little bit of it at a time and mix them together. Keep on repeating these steps until all of the liquid mixture has been used up. If your dough looks too dry, you can add in around 2 to 3 more tablespoons of warm milk. This is how your dough should look. Don't worry if it looks too thin because when we knead it, it will become more smooth. You will take a clean surface and just slightly flour it. This is so that the dough does not stick to the surface. Then, we will flour your hands as well and take the dough out of the bowl. Then, you can just sprinkle a little bit of flour on top of the dough and then you'll start kneading it. Kneading helps to make the dough really smooth. You want to keep on kneading the dough until it loses its stickiness. You will take a small bowl, lightly flour it, and then you will put in the dough. You will cover this and let this sit for around 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you will take the dough out of the bowl You will make it into a kind of loaf shape. And then you will keep it in the loaf pan. You will put this in your microwave to proof for around 50 to 60 minutes. Proofing really helps the yeast to activate and rise so that when you bake it, it will have a good height. You will put the loaf pan in your microwave for around 50 to 60 minutes so that the dough can proof. Proofing really helps the dough in rising so that when you bake it, it will have a good height. When there are around 10 minutes left for your dough to finish proofing, you can preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, the proofing really helped the dough in rising. You will bake the dough for around 25 to 30 minutes. To check if it is baked, you can put a knife inside of it, and if some dough comes out, that means it is not ready. This is how the baked bread should look. It should be brown from the top, but not too brown. Once it is baked and cooled down, you can flip it on to a plate. It should easily slide off if you had oiled the baking pan. You can flip it over again and make slices. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Tell me how you liked it in the comments below. If you would like the full recipe, it will be down in the description box. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to get updates on all of my new videos. See you in the next video.